Hello and welcome. I'm Master Lama Rasaji, and this is our Saturday edition of Rasaji Speaks. That's right. I'm right out front of the Lincoln Memorial today. I hope you're enjoying the view. I want to thank Andy. He's been working with me on some beautiful backgrounds. You're going to see those in the next few weeks. Our message today, and before I talk about our title, don't forget you can sign up for Master David's live Saturday class. Of course, we're back from the tour and all the live classes are up and going. Also, understand that we've only got a few more days on our old site. And as of Tuesday of this coming week, on October the 1st, we're going to be all on the new Kajabi platform. So if you haven't signed up, you need to get with someone to help them. Send a message to Lynette, or email to Andy. Make sure that you're hooked up on the new site because we go all in this coming week. And we've given most people a whole month or more to get their feet wet with a 95% off. But we've got a lot to do, and you're going to want to not miss a moment of what's getting ready to happen. Most people will never believe how we're going to close out this year. That's right. Today's title is Radiant Services, Elevating Frequency Through Selfless Acts. Krishna, which means Christ of Asia, you know, many, many, many moons ago, talked a lot about karma and cause and effect. And he said that if you did every action you did in regards to the devotion of the divine, that selfless service vibrated in high level of frequency. You could manifest the Om itself. Om, 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 Om. You could literally manifest the frequency of the Om itself. So, one of the reasons I have the background here today is to remind our political leaders why they're voted into office. They're supposed to be selfless servants. That's right. They actually work for us. A lot of times people will ask me, I get this a lot during our tours. Got it in Philly. I'm sure I'll get it in Nashville coming up. And that is this. How do we determine who will be part of our staff and part of our board? Well, we've expanded the Circle of Chi board now from 9 to 12 people. We're getting ready to have our first meeting. I'm real pumped up and exciting to share with them what is going to be going down. It's a huge vision, and they're a part of it. But one of the ways we chose them, the Lama Siri and Lamaji chose them personally, is because of their selfless service. If they're a teacher, they're doing more than just teaching. We find that people who help us out at the tours, people who take initiative, those are the people who will be asked to be staff members down the road. Those will be the people who will be franchise owners of the wellness centers. Those are going to be the people who are going to be asked to be managers of our retreat centers and of our ranch. And those will be the people that will have the highest vibrating jobs on the Lamasery when that's built in the next 4 to 5 years. And you heard me right, in the next 4 to 5 years. That's right. We have a lot to do, a lot of accomplish. So we look for it. Sometimes I'll have people come up, maybe it's at a tour or something, and they say, Lamaji, what can I do to help? Well, in the beginning, we were still positioning people. A lot of times I would say, go ask this person, go ask Andy, go ask Lynette, go ask Master David, go ask Mita and Emmy in the store. But there's also people who don't ask. Their asking is actually in their action. They just do. That's what happened to Sister Emmy. She just started helping Sister Mita out at the store, and she was phenomenal. And we said we wanted her to help, right? Sister Dawn with the gathering, and now she's starting to help out more with the tour, right? Brother Robert started just helping out Andy and Master David, and now you don't expect to see them not a part of it. We use energy and service to qualify who we want vibrating. See, one of the reasons we like for teachers to start out teaching at least one class for free is to keep everything as pure as the white snow behind me. In other words, if you're willing to do something without deriving income, how much more are you going to be willing to do it if you're getting paid for a selfless service that you're willing to render? One of the reasons we do this is we're hoping this comes all the way back to Washington one day, or maybe to the House of Commons in England, to all the governments and the monarchs of the world, because they're voted in to be public servants. A lot of them have lost their way. Most of them have lost the way. I was in this area right here in 2007 and 2008, and it had like no chi. And I remember Bo Yang saying, nothing really good, little Lama, can come from a place where no chi. So this is why we're doing the opposite. It is our thrust to do the opposite. 360 wellness centers over the next 30 to 50 years we're going to establish on the planet. You want to be an owner of one? 360. That's what the Lamasery plans. 72 retreat centers. Do you want to be a manager of one of those? Right? All over the globe. 36 ranches. When you add those two numbers together, it's 108 retreat center ranches, and we'll need managers for that. But they will have to all be deeply embedded in our Tai Qigong system. They will all be doing selfless service, and that keeps the frequency very, very high. It's one of the primary reasons when people do come to the tour, and for 3 to 4 days, they feel the intensity of the level of qi. A lot of people in the world talk about qi, talk about prana, talk about energy. What they have to understand, it is the quality of the energy and the quality of the qi. That's what all of this is about. Think about that for a second. I want you to think about that. That's why I'm very careful. And that's why the Lamasery and myself are very peculiar about who. If you're on our team, you're in our board, or you have one of these positions in our organization, we'll qualify the hooey out of you. We'll shine the light on you and clean out all the darkness to do that. And if you're not doing the way, the Hanuman and Lamaji thinks nothing about removing people who are not doing right. Always give them a second, sometimes even a third chance. But being the son of Shiva, I don't have any problem doing Shiva, doing sitting Shiva, right? It's an interesting thing when you think about it. But in the old Hebrew tradition, sitting Shiva was for a person who was mourning the loss, usually lasted a year of someone they lost, they would mourn that. And they actually referred to that as sitting Shiva. Very interesting. If you take the name of God, Yahweh, and turn it around, you'll be shocked to see what it spells and what it represents, right? Just understand everything's connected. The Lamasery has been the light of truth for over 3 millenniums. Our new Lamasery on North American soil, which will represent the New Jerusalem, will be that beacon of light to everyone, right? And by the way, beacon of light is what we're going to call the retreat centers. The ranches will all be called the same Shangri-La ranches based on Friday's training. Don't forget to hook up with Master David today. Tell him Lama G sent you. Tell him hi. He's fired up since Philly. He is getting excited about Nashville. Nashville links there were over 50% already sold out. It's not going to be as many seats in Nashville as there was in Philly. So if the Holy Spirit speaking to that heart, you want to know about freedom, selfless service, you want to feel the highest level of chi on the planet, then you want to be in Nashville with Dr. Preston Wakefield, who's going to be our gracious host. That's right. Southern hospitality. You'll love it. Just 1 block from the Cumberland River. It'll be staying at the Hyatt downtown. Can't wait to see you guys there and give you a great big hug. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy worshiping your God. Be thankful that you're here with us. Be thankful of your family, and be thankful that for those of us that are blessed to live here, let's live here and let's do something about it intelligently. When we go to the polls, in early November, or if you're going early, breathe a little, focus a little. And when you go to pull that vote, choose who honors your soul, the principles and the policies that honor the freedom of your soul, your Sharat, and your spirit, your Shakti. God bless you all. Lamaji loves you very much. See you soon.